The Parliament Hill viewpoint in northwest London offers fantastic views of the city. You can see all of the major London landmarks in one amazing panoramic vista. Looking northeast, however, away from the city towards Highgate, reveals a curious building nestled in the hillside, one that just so happens to be adorned with some interesting satellite communications equipment. The view from Parliament Hill is about as good as a look you'll get of this place, but what is it, and what is it used for? It belongs to the trade delegation of the Russian Federation in the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. It's a state institution ensuring foreign economic interests of the Russian Federation in the United Kingdom. An integral part of the diplomatic mission of the Russian Federation in the UK, the delegation acts under political guidance of the Ambassador of the Russian Federation in the UK. The main goals of the trade delegation include representation and ensuring of foreign economic interests of the Russian Federation in the UK, effective implementation of foreign economic policy of the Russian Federation, development of economic ties and trade between Russia and the UK, attraction of investments into the Russian economy, promotion of Russian goods and services in the UK, and general assistance to Russian companies in the UK. The trade delegation also provides assistance to British companies interested in the Russian market, in particular via searching for trade and project partners in Russia and providing information about the Russian market. So why am I doing a video on this? Well, back in 2018, the UK described the site in Highgate as a den of spies and said that the closing of the mission was something that was being looked at. Daily flights of Apache helicopters over the area back in 2018 were apparently the government's way of loudly letting the Russians know they've got their eyes on them. This row was all sparked after the attempted murder of Russian double agent Sergei Skripal in Salisbury in 2018. Sergei and his daughter Yulia Skripal were poisoned by means of a Novichok nerve agent. Both spent several weeks in hospital in a critical condition before being discharged. Just a 30-minute drive from central London, this facility houses the Russian Trade Representative Office, traditionally a front for Russian intelligence activity, and even more interestingly, Russia's Defence Attaché's office. Given the amount that Russia exports to the UK in the grand scheme of things, it's not surprising that the UK government had suspicions about this place. The facility has an unusual level of internal and external security coverage via remote cameras, and is heavily concealed by barbed wire fences and thick vegetation. The most westerly building on the site is the Russian Defence Office. This is concealed by trees and isn't visible from the Parliament Hill viewpoint, but there's clearly a satellite communications dish on the roof. It consists of the main building joined to apartments by a stairwell. These apartments house diplomats staying at the site. The central building in the facility is the trade offices, and this is what we can see from Hampstead Heath. The satellite communications equipment appeared sometime around 2010, with more dishes being added later on. And finally the easterly structure, which was once part of the trade delegation building and may have doubled as a diplomatic residence, is now a private residence. Like the Defence Office, this building can't be seen from the hill. The facility has two entrances on the eastern edge. The private residence has a thick steel gate, and the other has what appears to be a former security hut. This has been replaced by a steel sliding gate with security spikes and plenty of cameras. Along the western edge, another steel gate can be seen, guarding the entrance to the Defence Office. So that's all there is to say about this interesting site. If you know any more, then let me know. I thought I'd feature it because it caught my eye, sitting amongst the trees on the side of a hill in Highgate.